How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video. And yesterday I told you guys, let's get that video to 4,500 likes and I would do subscriber rice or nice next. And you guys failed. I'm sorry. I know. I wanted to make that video. I wanted to entertain you guys with that content, but I'm sorry, you guys failed. And it's 2020. I feel like you guys are old enough now to understand that, you know, you don't get a participation trophy for everything. So let's get this video to 4,000 likes. I'll cut down the limit. We'll go to 4,000 likes. You guys also have way more time for this one because I'm not going to upload it super late. So you guys can do this. I'm literally giving you guys a free subscriber rice or nice. So go hit the like button if you want to see subscriber rice or nice. And right after you do that, submit a picture of your car to my Gmail, drewpeacock.clips@gmail.com. I cleared out a lot of room, so you guys are going to get your cars frontline. Anyway, today I said, you know what, I still want to make them happy, so we'll do Rice or Nice Honda Edition. So we're going to go on Craigslist, we're going to go on Facebook Marketplace, we're going to go on OfferUp, and we're going to look up Hondas, and you guys are going to tell me if they're Rice or Nice. Let's dive right in. First car, 1992 Honda Civic VX hatchback 2-door. All right. This first picture, it surely does look beautiful. It looks like that cliche Rice or Nice Honda Civic. Watch, let's just go on to Google and type in Ricer, and it almost looks like the cliche Ricer. So this one right here is the one I'm referring to. The super stereotypical Ricer. He's almost there. This is about 100% Ricer. This guy's at 50%. He couldn't afford the full body kit, which is why he's only selling it for $3,600. So let's see if it's actually worth it. So not only does he have one wing of downforce, but he has two wings of downforce. This car must be packing some twin turbo goodies underneath the hood. If it's not, certified Rice. But anyways, you guys are voting, not me. I'm just going to point out what I see. We got a fart can exhaust sticking out underneath the rear bumper, a nice aggressive diffuser, a total of 2 spikes, which is, you know, really nice. We do have some aftermarket suspension linkage underneath there, so that's really nice. Wheels don't look too bad. They do look dated, but they don't look too bad. The tires are in good condition, so that's good. You have a nice pair of all seasons on it, so you can go to the grocery store no matter the time of the year. If it's raining, who cares? A race car can drive in the rain. Here you can see what a true race car's interior would look like. There's no red spray paint, thank God. We just got gauges everywhere. Gauges on the A-pillar, gauges on the center right here on the dash. This boy better be boosted, and if he ain't, I'm going to smack someone because you got gauges for damn near everything it looks like. One of them better be a boost gauge. I'm not going to read each individual one. We got a quick disconnect steering wheel, of course, for climbing in and out in between races. And here we go. Underneath the hood, all of those goodies. I don't see jack shit. I see a cheap intake. I see a strut tower brace and some yellow pool noodles. God damn it, we got a Ricer. First car, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Certified Rice. What are you doing? Just changing your wires from black to blue? You're not gaining any horsepower from that. Just a little heads up. He does have VTEC, so that's got plus 500 horsepower. So you know what? It ain't over yet. Maybe it's a sleeper. Maybe he's got a spray of nitrous inside the intake manifold. Who knows? It's a B18. We got the classic arcade steering wheel with carbon fiber, though, so it's lighter than the Chuck E. Cheese wheel. We're calling this one the Dave & Buster's wheel. Props to you. He went high class on this one. Cargo cover. It's not carbon fiber, though, so it's not a race car. Okay, you got to have everything carbon fiber. Looks like it's missing a front bumper. I see why you started with a rear shot. Yeah. Oh. Whoa, this guy. He's got a different steering wheel for each day of the week. You feeling a bit yellow? Go ahead. Go with this one. You got the yellow arcade steering wheel. This one is the classic Chuck E. Cheese one, though. You can see, started from the bottom. Now we're here with the carbon fiber one. I like it. I also like the convenient fire extinguisher placement, you know, across the cabin. You know, if you're stuck in your seat, say you're wedged up against your seat and you can't move and your car's slowly burning, you must have like a 4-foot long arm so you can reach all the way across to grab that fire extinguisher. Congrats, you're now dead. Anyways, you guys got to vote down in the comments down below. Is this Honda Rice or Nice? All right, next car, a custom Honda Accord for $3,000, less than the first car, but let's see if it's worth more. Let's dive right in. So with the first picture, we see a little bit of a familiar color scheme. We see the silver and the blue stripes. Is he trying to copy Drew Peacock? I don't know. Drew is blue and silver, so maybe he's inspired. You know what? I'm going to give him a thumbs up on that. Nice color combo. And then you look at the side and you're thinking, no, he's not copying our white boy Drew Peacock. He's copying the legend himself, the legendary white boy, Paul Walker. We should have known from the get-go that those stripes were a little bit suspicious. Now it's starting to all come together. He thinks he has a GTR. Does he, though? We'll see. Maybe he's got a swap underneath the hood. I don't think Paul Walker had the double-decker Amazon wing on the back, though. I'm just saying. I could be wrong. Let's go ahead and type in. See? Nope, no double-decker. He does have a single-decker, but no double-decker. Also, who doesn't love blue tint on their chrome taillights? That's just aesthetically pleasing. The interior, this guy went with the Chuck E. Cheese special. This is the steering wheel I'm talking about. This right here, just ripped that shit right off of the machine and just put it right into his car. He also went with the spray paint special. Nothing wrong with that. You know, if you do it right, it can look nice. Now, when you go and spray paint your roof, yeah, now I start to think you're a bit crazy. What the hell were you thinking, man? Why are you spray painting your headliner? It just looks stupid. This guy also took some notes off of the first guy. Beautiful, beautiful fire extinguisher placement across the cabin again. And this gauge right here, look at this thing. Just right in your fucking way. Congrats. I can't see jack shit. Underneath the hood, we got a really long cold air intake. It goes all the way probably into the fender. Not bad placement. It's about as far away as it can be from the engine, so it's not too bad. Everything else is bone stock. We got nothing under the hood that is actually cool. Anyways, you guys need to vote down in the comments. Is this Honda Accord rice or nice? I don't know. I think this one's pretty nice. All right, next car, 2012 Honda CRZ supercharged hybrid, 10,000 smackaroonies. Let's see if this car is rice or nice. Right off the bat, we got a glaring problem. Bright red wheels on a black car. Not a good color combo, especially for a Honda CRZ. Now, you might say, well, Drew, it's supercharged, don't worry. And indeed, it is supercharged. But how much power does that really add, you think, for this car? I wouldn't expect a whole lot out of it. Now, it's probably not that bad of a car. Power to weight ratio might make it somewhat quick. But is it worth throwing the big wing on the back of this car? I'm going to have to say no. Supercharge or no supercharge, it does not need a wing on the back. If you go and double or triple the horsepower, maybe. But if you're just going to have a very bland looking car on the exterior, throw a supercharger at it, and then throw this ugly ass wing on the back, I don't think you're doing much. He also has the weather guards on the side. I haven't said a weather guards joke in a while. Only the OGs know about those. The interior, of course, you need paddle shifters on your hybrid. Why not? You know, gotta go ahead and race to the gas station. Never mind, you don't go to the gas station. You're a hybrid, I forgot. Bride door panel stitching on your Honda CRZ. Why not? This one is pretty short. The exterior, in my opinion, is a little bit too in your face. I mean, it's not like bright yellow or anything, but you know what I'm saying. The mods that he did do are very in your face. Look at me, I have aftermarket wheels. Look at me, I have an aftermarket wing. You know what? I mean, I get it. You went and put some money into your engine, but is it worth it, guys? Let me know. Is this Honda CRZ rice or nice? And is it worth $10,000? Come on, you guys got to tell me that one. 82,000 miles on it. All right, next car. The last car was pretty quick. Not the car itself, but we went over it pretty quickly. Let's see if this one is just as quick. Figuratively, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, we have a $3,400 Acura RSX. Drew, you said Honda special. Shut your mouth. Acura and Hondas are the same shit, okay? Sorry to break the news to you. Now, this guy went for the Dark Knight theme. Matted out, smoked out, making it look mint. Just, beautiful. Look at that beautiful paint job. I feel like I can feel it through the photo, just the texture. Just imagine taking a sponge and just wiping it down the edge. You'd hear that shit from down the street. Just all that texture, just that. You would just hear it. It wouldn't feel like paint. It would feel like a chalkboard. Why would anyone do this? How many rattle cans do you think it took to do this to your car? By the unevenness, I'm going to bet about 6. I would say 6 rattle cans. He probably did 2 coats, got some really big rattle cans, and just, 6. GTR-esque taillights, got to give him a thumbs up on that one. You probably didn't even notice at this point that it had wide body fender flares because they're probably sticking out like 2 centimeters. But you know what? He's got wide body fender flares. Does your car have wide body fender flares? No, because you're not a car enthusiast. This guy right here, this guy is running the streets. The Hoonigan sticker on the rear quarter window, he's running the streets. He knows a thing or two about modding a car. You see this? This is the face of a race car. Go ahead and throw your GTRs out the window. Who cares? This right here, a true car enthusiast. He doesn't show anything underneath the hood. I was really hoping for more photos. He does have some vortex generators, a very sick ass skull on the back window just to scare everyone away. Ooh, spooky. But honestly, I think underneath the hood is probably just as disappointing as this chalkboard paint job. I'm gonna give him props where props are due. His headlights are clean. Looks like he actually washed the car, but we wouldn't really know anyways. Only problem is the front bumper has a broken piece. The color is matte black. The color is chalkboard. I don't know if you've seen your car. That's chalkboard. Okay, we had that shit in my kindergarten class. It's not matte black. It's chalkboard. It might even be felt. Next car, 2000 Honda Accord show car. I got high expectations. If you put show car in the title, I got very high expectations. Only has 9,000 miles on it. Maybe he left out a 0. Maybe he didn't. I'll let you guys be the judge. Let's dive right in with the first picture. Now, this picture on my screen is about the size of a iPod Nano, so I can't see too much. I'm going to zoom in, and you guys can point out in the comments which... Wait, have I done this car before? I feel like I've done this car before because I've seen the chicks on the side before. Comment down below, have I done this car before? I lose track. I'm 99% sure I've done this car before. Okay, maybe like 80% sure. I don't know. Let's talk about it. Let's see what he's got. So we have a Honda Accord show car, and you know, when you're picking your show cars, why go for the sport cars? Why go for the trucks or the SUVs? Why not just go with the economy car? That way you can pull up to the meets, pull up to the shows, and waste very little gas. It is very economically smart. But then when you go and dump about 10 or 20K into it to make it look show car worthy, and you can't get any of that back because no one wants your piece of shit car, then no, that's where you learn your lesson. So in this first picture, we see him flexing the hydraulics. He's flexing the Lambo doors. Give him props where props are due. Classic early 2000s moves, okay? This thing in early 2000s would have got me harder than diamond, because in early 2000s I was a 5-year-old. Now a 30-year-old in early 2000s, I don't know. I can't speak for them. He's going for that hella tucked look in the back. In the front, it looks like he's not really as tucked. It just looks almost stock, but hella tucked in the rear, stock up front. Who can complain? The wheel setup, these are probably off of Exhibit's Christmas list. I mean, look at them. They're beautiful. Fit the car really well. Underneath the hood, we got a cold air intake. Some chrome pool noodles everywhere. Maybe an aftermarket header, but who really needs all of that extra horsepower? It's a show car. It's going to spend 90% of its life not moving. And you guys for sure didn't hear anything, but I farted right now, just a heads up. You guys aren't going to smell it, but I'm going to have to continue roasting this car or reviewing it, however you want to look at it, while I am just bathing in my own scent. It's getting more and more disgusting the more I'm talking about. Anyway, the interior reminds me of something from Scooby-Doo. What's that one chick's name? The hot one? Daphne, I think that's her name. If Daphne sharded all over the interior, I feel like it would look like this. I think she wears purple, right? Is her name even Daphne? How do you spell that? Who the hell would name their kid Daphne? That's not Daphne. This is not Daphne. Daphne Scooby-Doo. Okay, I almost spelled it right. Yeah, see? If she sharded all over the interior, this is what you would get. It's not a bad color. It's just a bit overdone. Anyways, for $9,000, would you buy this? I mean, for $9,000, you can buy a pretty clean-looking 350Z. But for $9,000, would you buy this 2000s Honda Accord show car? Let me know. Is this car nice or nice? All right, last car, 2000 Honda Civic Si, $10,900 in Bakersfield. All right, let's dive right in. It has 38,000 original miles. That's lower than my car. That's pretty impressive, not going to lie. All right, so what I'm getting from this first pick is a very out-of-date body kit. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of cars are cursed with that look just because their previous owners did it. They got rid of the stock stuff, and now it's just destined to look like this until it's end of time. But what I do see is an intercooler down here with a fogger system on it. If you don't know what a fogger system is, it's pretty much connected to a nitrous bottle, and it'll kind of coat the whole intercooler in nitrous, so that way it cools it down really good. It's pretty cool. So I am noticing some performance right off the bat. So we'll see if that's connected to anything. I'm actually really interested in that. The wheel setup, if it is hooked up to something, you're probably not hooking with those rubber band tires. And those boat anchors for wheels, they're slowing you down. Get some lightweight wheels, you'll go much faster. Into what I'm assuming is the trunk, we do see some sort of nitrous bottle back here and some giant speakers. Because, you know, you got a race car. You want to listen to music while you're gapping people? Why not? Holy Jesus, into the interior. This guy went with the arcade special. He did the full arcade interior. We got the Momo steering wheel with buttons on it. We got custom speakers and custom door panels. It's just crazy. Sparko seats, maybe? I do see something that says Sparko here, unless it's just a seatbelt cover. But the interior, honestly, for the time, this is probably one of the cleanest ones. We see a lot of janky-ass shit from back then. This one, I'm going to give him props for it. It's not too bad. I'm actually not lying. Is it out of date now? Yes. But for back then, I'll give him props. Underneath the hood, we do see a spoolie snail down here, and I'm going to have to give him a thumbs up on that one. You don't see too many of these still lingering around here. And with only 38,000 miles on it, and you got to imagine, it was probably kept as a baby the whole time, not being raced or anything, just going to shows. This car is actually probably one of the better Hondas we've seen. Even though it looks like this, which actually nowadays would be considered rice and, unappealing and unassuming, even though it looks like this kind of like a little sleeper when you think about it. Yes, everything about it is kind of tacky nowadays and outdated for sure, but no one would expect this to be boosted besides the giant intercooler sticking out. Brake setup looks pretty impressive, for sure probably better than what I got on my car, I'm not gonna lie. And it doesn't have a giant wing on it. It barely has this little lip. It's about as thick as a nipple. Anyways, for $10,000, my bad, for $11,000, it's probably not that bad of a car. Alright guys, submit your answers down in the comments down below. Which one of these cars were rice and which of them were nice? I think that last Honda was actually pretty impressive, not gonna lie. Anyways, if you want to support this channel, please go pick up some merch, link in the description down below. We'll see. Let's try to hit that like goal. 4,000, what did I say? 4,500 likes and we'll do it. Subscribe to join the Peacock flock, and until next video, peace.